Hey guys, it's Mikey Chen. We usually understand the sixth sense as something that involves the reception of information not gained through the typically recognized five senses. And it doesn't have to be something as dramatic as being able to see dead people. Actually, it's a misconception that there's only one additional sense besides the traditional five senses of sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. For example, humans have additional senses that include nociception, or the sense of pain, and equilibrioception, or the sense of balance. Basically, we have all sorts of extra senses that we either never use or don't notice when we do. So here are some of the strangest, most unique ones you probably didn't know you had. Number 1, magnetoreception. Sounds kind of X-Men-ish, right? Did you know that your body can potentially figure out your direction based on its sense of the Earth's magnetic fields? Apparently, we carry a protein called cryptochrome in our retinas that detects the Earth's magnetic fields. It's well known that cryptochrome helps many creatures, including birds, bees, and even cows navigate. And I think we all know those people who seem to have an uncanny sense of direction, so it's possible that they might be employing magnetoreception on a more advanced level than the average human being. And of course, there are those who seem to have no sense of direction at all. We call those magnetoreception-less, or women. I'm kidding. Number 2, blind sight. For many blind people, there's actually nothing wrong with their eyes. The issue is usually with the visual cortex, the part of the brain that processes what the eyes see. So it's kind of like a camera with no memory card. The camera works, but it can't really deliver the pictures anywhere. Now think about this. What if somehow your body could find another way to send the information from the retina to the brain? Harvard Medical School researchers have discovered that a blind person can navigate through a maze of obstacles without any help, using undiscovered sensory pathways alone. The test subject, a man left blind by a stroke, was able to walk around chairs and boxes without bumping into them, using hidden pathways in the brain. He could somehow see the walls and twists and turns because his retina had figured out how to bypass the broken visual cortex and send the information to the brain. He was still blind, but his eyes and brain had somehow found a workaround. The study suggests that we can all use subconscious brain resources and can do things we normally would think impossible. In another study, researchers at Bangor University in the UK put pictures of happy and sad people in front of blind people. And again, they found that the blind people were able to tell most of the time which faces were sad and which were happy. Researchers were able to establish that emotion displayed on a human face is registered in an area other than the visual cortex. This reminds me about the topic of the third eye that many people believe we all have. So if you want to learn more about that, definitely check out the video I made. The link is in the description box. Also, this topic reminded me of this little game I saw going around YouTube, so play along with me. I'm going to ask you guys a couple of questions, and all you got to do is say the answers out loud. Okay, you guys ready? And these aren't trick questions. What does the letters Y-E-S spell? Yes, right? Y-E-S spells yes. Now, what does E-Y-E-S spell? Think about it, we'll move on. Number 3, proprioception. Try this out. Close your eyes, unless you're driving, of course, and then touch your right forefinger to your left elbow tip. See how easy that is? Did I get it? Wait, yeah. Easy, right? Your eyes were closed, so how did you do it? Somehow you knew where the end of your finger was, and you also knew the position of your left elbow. This sense is known as proprioception, and it's the awareness we have of where each of our body part is located in space. This is also what the police are testing when they conduct a field sobriety test and make you do things like touch the tip of your nose with your finger. This is one of those senses we don't really think about, but without it, even the most simple tasks like opening a door, picking up a book, using a pen would become the most difficult chores. Without this, you would actually have to watch every movement of your limbs in order to use them successfully. And what's really mysterious is that there are actually people in the world who have lost proprioception, and doctors have no idea why. Number 4, we can see polarized light. We are all familiar with color and brightness, but there is a third property of light called polarization, which tells us the orientation in which light waves are oscillating. Animals like bees and ants use the polarization patterns in the sky as a navigation aid. Polarized light is even at the heart of modern technology such as 3D movies, LCD screens, smartphones, tablets. But few people are aware that humans can actually sense the polarization of light with the naked eye. Humans perceive polarized light using Heidinger's brush, a subtle visual effect which appears like a yellow bow tie at right angles to the polarization angle. To see Heidinger's brush for yourself, take a look at a blank white portion of an LCD screen on a computer, tablet, or phone. Tilt your head from side to side and faint yellow and blue bow ties slightly larger than your thumb should become visible. And finally, number 5, chemoreceptor trigger zone. Okay, this one's kind of gross, but it is really helpful. The chemoreceptor trigger zone basically communicates with blood-borne drugs or hormones that are carried through your body via the bloodstream. Basically, it tells your body when to throw up. So that's kind of gross, but it is really helpful because if this sense is damaged, it can lead to regular, uncontrollable vomiting, or sometimes a complete loss of the ability to vomit. So if you lost this sense, you could potentially turn into a real-life walking exorcist movie. You know, there is really no single logical way to clearly define the senses, and sometimes it doesn't even make sense to separate them, as often they just kind of blend together. For example, your sense of smell affects the sense of taste. But whether you can accurately sense impending doom or never need a map anywhere you go where you're Spider-Man, I think we can establish that our senses go way beyond the typical 5. Many scientists identify 9 or more senses, some list as many as 21, and there are probably many more we still haven't discovered yet. Guys, let me know if you or anyone you know has a particular sense that is very much heightened. Maybe they can hear something from like a block away, or often get premonitions that come true. Or if you're Spider-Man, let me know how that feels. And hope everyone have an awesome Thanksgiving. Eat a bunch of turkey, eat a bunch of food, and then go into a food coma. Oh, and Y-E-S spells yes. E-Y-E-S is not E-S, it's actually ice. Let me know in the comments below if you actually fell for that. And I just want to clarify, I didn't come up with this. I saw this going around. I thought it was pretty funny. So, alright guys, happy Turkey Day. Thanks for watching. See you later.